motherfucking Chris naive.
From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Beavers will get us started with the opening kickoff.
He threw 5 picks.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels.
That he could have avoided. Damn, that nigga did not want to go down.
20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have
could have avoided all 5 because he go deep.
So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will get the first possession of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
And he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Gore. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Makes the grab over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the run, it's Wells. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive points. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
It's caught downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Going up top on 1st down.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. West Virginia. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Back to pass, it's Gore. Pressure coming.
Way to go.
Pass rush,
Big boy.
Gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work.
All right, I'm hit you back.
It is good.
Yep.
And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with this.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Oregon State's offense will go to work for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Beaver!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Daniels. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Gore. He wants it all. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
No poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's got an open man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And this offense is clicking. Everything's moving. And the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator
Makes the grab at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll go to the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, you tried on first and second, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all.
Off he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance defense. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. At the 20, he's got space, and he's knocked down.
Man, I tell you what, this is the big difference between the NFL and college football. So many guys, week in, week out, they just pull the ball down, or they take a design quarterback run like this and chew up so many yards so fast, so dynamic, so athletic at the quarterback spot in college football.
Perfect timing to call that pass plays. Third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Mountaineer!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete in space, against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now he lets one fly deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Hey, girl.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it.
$5.
Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The give out of the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Back to throw, it's Gore. He makes the connection. Lowers those pads. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between the QB and the wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing these moves, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point. Just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion from the offense. He's back to throw on second down. to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw on second down. This one's complete. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Fast motion from the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Marshall. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gore. unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Morgantown. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. He'll start the third quarter with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Can't get him to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
He's going to pass. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They take the lead with the 6. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll leave it with him. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to escape and get it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They're going to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gore. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Mountaineers are on the move.
West Virginia.
They're going to ride this running back. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He's going to pass on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Flushed out of the pocket. Stopped short of the marker, and they stop in his defense and they get the ball back. Offense set on 1st down. Still running at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Gore. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Number 1.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into point.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. Second down.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Beavers want to move quickly. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Beavers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Marshall. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive firing. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Dropping back, it's Gore. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Play number 9 on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Gore. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Pass. Now we're to the 3rd and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality, run the football. I know you're doing it. I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you, more physical than you, and I'm going to run the football down your throat.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little. Unleashes one deep. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
He wants to throw it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, 1st order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 1st downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few 1st downs, walk out with the W.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the counter. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our...
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
Lets it fly! And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Dropping back, it's Gore. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Incomplete. It leads to second down.
They'll line up for a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near mid.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so